Hello everyone, this is Aditi and I welcome you all back to my channel, The Aditi Yoga, and today's video is really going to be special and very helpful for all of you. So we are going to talk about pains today. So what is a good pain, what is a bad pain, and I know a lot of you have been going through pains that are on and off. So which pain is a green signal pain in which you can continue exercises, and which pain is not a green signal in which you cannot continue exercises and you should pause and rest. So we're going to talk about that thing in today's video. Okay, so let's start with it now. So if you are someone dealing with knee pain or any other pain and is going through rehabilitation, one of the biggest reasons people get stuck isn't the lack of exercise. It's the misunderstanding of pain. So I've seen a lot of people in pain still doing exercise, which is wrong, and the pain is increasing. I've seen a lot of people, they have the pain in which they should do exercise, but we don't have that much of awareness that in which pain to do exercise or which pain should we stop doing exercises. So most people are either terrified of any sensation or they push through everything thinking pains equals progress. It's in our mind that more pain, more gain. This is a quote that we have been, serving throughout our lives, that the more the pain is, the more progress is. But both are wrong. So today I want to explain good pain versus bad pain using a simple system. So how the traffic lights give you signals, right? Red zone, yellow zone, green zone. So this is how I guide people through knee rehabilitation, lower back rehabilitation, shoulder rehabilitation, any rehabilitation, or any even after the stages of rehabilitation also sometimes pain comes up. There are some flare up days, flare up weeks, and how to go through that, and is it related to fear or can we go through them without any setbacks. So I am sharing an image in front here on the screen, and you can just go through with the image. And if you see, there are three zones here. One is a red zone, one is a yellow and green. So level of pain we are talking about on the left side, and what should be the action plan. So let's start with the red zone. So because this is where you need to know when to stop. So that's why understanding red zone is very important. So red zone pain is, for example, if someone joins up my program, okay, and then just at the starting, just in the 1 week of the program, the person starts to have severe pain. Okay, still they continues, but now it is a stabbing pain. But now, even if 48 hours are done, means 2 days are done, but their pain still continues. Then what does it mean? So this might include some sharp pain, stabbing pain, sudden catching, locking in the knee, locking in the shoulder, and maybe pain that shoots up at the shoulder, goes down in your hands, and it's just shooting pain. And it radiates a feeling that the shoulder or the knee or any other joint might give up, or the pain that spikes during activity and then get worse afterwards. Right? There have been people whose pain got worse. Why? Because sometimes they obsessed on the thing that this will not increase their pain, but it increased. Maybe it can be as simple as sitting on the ground. If I asked you to avoid sitting on the ground, but you feel that you can sit on the ground for it, then there are chances that the pain might increase. So this is just an example. And sometimes the pain can increase while climbing stairs. Earlier, before joining the sessions, they might not have any pain while climbing the stairs. But now they are having the pain. Why? Because they are not climbing in the right way, or they're not avoiding, but they are thinking that I am exercising so I can climb stair. There is no issue in that. But this is not right. What you have to think about your body. So on a pain scale, this red zone pain is usually 6 out of 10 or higher. So if you want to rate your pain, and if it is 6 out of 10 or higher, then you have to avoid exercises. When pain looks like this, your body is telling you that the load is too much for your current capacity. This is not productive pain. If you keep pushing there, you are not building strength. You are building irritation, because during your recovery, your nervous system is involved, your mind is involved. There are a lot of things that are included. And if in red zone, you go on doing the exercises, you are building irritation at the nervous system, and the nervous system will respond in a really bad manner, wherein you will have more and more pain then. So in red zone, the rule is simple: stop the activity, scale back the exercises, okay, and reassess what you are doing in your daily activity as well, in your exercises. Figure out which exercise is not working out for you. Ignoring the red zone pain is how people stay injured for many years. Take some rest. Rest is also progressive, especially in case of women. I'm talking about rest is the biggest progress that you can make. Most of the women suffer from less sleep, right? So if you start sleeping more, that is one big thing, one big achievement that you can do for your body. Now let's talk about the yellow zone, okay? Because this is where most people get confused. So we need to talk about the yellow zone a lot, especially after 1 month, maybe 1.5 months. So in the first month, you have to be ready with the mindset that there are chances that your pain will flare up. Or in the second month also, there are chances that the pain will flare up. In few cases, till third or fourth month, there are chances that the pain will flare up. But in yellow zone, the pain usually sits around 3 to 5 out of 10. So it feels like discomfort, aching, stiffness, soreness that increases during exercise, but it usually comes back down in around 24 to 48 hours. So that doesn't mean you have injured yourself again. No, it's not an injury. It means you have increased the load and your tissues and the nervous system are still catching up. So they are trying to just adapt. Yellow zone pain is not saying a stop to you. So you have to continue your exercise. Don't quit in this, but you don't need to ignore it either as well. So don't take longer rest in these. You can have a rest of maybe 1 day, but not more than that, because usually this pain subsides after rest. So if you respect yellow zone pain, your body adapts. If you panic, you regress. So there is no progression, then regression starts. So if you push aggressively, you end up back in red zone. So in the yellow zone, it is a very sensitive area. You have to become, adaptive, make your nervous system, make your bones, joints, and the muscles adaptive to a few particular exercises. And then slowly, the aim becomes that we have to reach to the green zone. So this kind of pain settles in a day or by next morning. Not next morning in the yellow zone, but usually 24 to 48 hours majorly. So around 1 day or 2 days it happens. So let's come to the green zone, because this is the goal of our rehabilitation, the exercises that we do, but it's not always the starting point. So green zone can be a goal that I want to achieve green zone in maybe 3 months or 6 months for some cases who have pains for a lot of years. So green zone pains feels like a mild discomfort, some tightness or awareness in the knee or shoulder. So on a scale, it is usually 0, 1, 2 or something touching 3, because it is just some discomfort. So this kind of pain settles usually same day or by next morning. So green zone pains means your knee is going in the right direction or your shoulder is going in the right direction, and it is tolerating the load as well. So it means the tissues are adapting and the nervous system feels safe enough to allow movement. So one quick point I want to add here is that when there is some injury, there is some pain, our nervous system starts to suffer, and the nervous system comes in the survival mode and starts to think that I have to protect this person. So it comes in a protective manner or a protective way out, but it has to protect till some extent, but it overdo, and hence we sort of you must have seen some people who have been tolerating pain for more than 3 to 5 years, and they say with their friends that I have lost the spark that I used to have. Why? Because the nervous system have been in survival mode for so long. How will it think about the spark? So you have to bring it back, you have to regulate your nervous system, and you have to start healing your nervous system. So this is sort of a very healing journey if you go through it, and it's at the end it's totally worth it. So green zone pain, as I told you, it is safe, and the nervous system is also feeling safe, and it is allowing the movement. So this is the zone where strength builds, confidence returns, and long-term recovery actually happens. So the aim of the rehabilitation or the exercises that we do is not to avoid yellow pain forever. So for example, first month I started with exercises, there were some red zone pains, then I rested for a few days, then there started some yellow zone pains, so that was fine, and I was going with a thumbs up, and I continued doing exercises, slowly and progressively healing my nervous system alongside, while taking it slow, not very fast. And then there were pains like green zone pain or green zone discomfort that started to come after 2 months or 3 months. But after 2 months or 3 months, when green zone pain was there, and then 4th month, you increased the intensity of workout. You started going to gym. So what will happen? The pain will increase to yellow zone again, because you are increasing the load, you are increasing the intensity that your body has never done before. So there are chances that it will come back to yellow zone, but in that month span or 2 month span also, your main goal is to bring it back to where? To the green zone, right? The goal is that it settles quickly and you return to green. So as I told you, in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th month, when you increase intensity again, same pattern will repeat briefly. Each time your goal is not zero pain. Your goal is how quickly you can go from yellow to green zone in shorter and less intense time. So red zone should become rare. Red zone maybe once in an year, maybe once in 2 years. So remember this always. We are almost at the end of the video. I hope this have been helpful. So remember this throughout your journey. Red zone pain means stop and reassess. Yellow zone pain means modify and continue some exercises. And green zone pain means you're actually where you need to be and you're moving in the right direction. So exercising, resistance training, rehabilitation, physical therapy, yoga therapy isn't about being fearless or tough. It's about being precise, patient with your own body, exploring your body in a way that you never did before. So your knee doesn't need rest forever, or your shoulder, or your back, or your upper back, middle back, whichever part, or the neck doesn't need rest forever. It needs the right load, right time, and repeated consistently, right? So these were few insights on this, and I hope this will be helpful in our sessions as well, and you will be able to become more aware about which zone you are coming in and what to do after that zone. Of course, you can always take my guidance. If you feel that it is a red zone, take my guidance. We'll assess, we'll reassess where we are going right or wrong, which exercise we are not doing in the right direction, all these things. So yes, let's end this video here. So don't forget to subscribe, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video. Thank you.